Yo people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here today with
Dami Abagun. What's good, guys?
and today we're gonna have another episode of Conversations with Humans. Let's get it, let's go.
Let's go,
Remember
bro.
to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you want me to interview next. Well, yeah, let's get straight into it. This is generally just like one of my favorite things, to sit down and to speak to another person.
Of course, bro.
Have a conversation with them, and not just interview them as if we're robots.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
And obviously we're both content creators, but
Mhm.
I wanna know who is Dami behind all the cameras. You know, who is this guy? And maybe your brother can give me bits and pieces as well. Well, how you guys grew up. Well, yeah. Tell me a bit about yourself. Tell the camera about yourself. Like, who are you? What do you do?
So, my name is Dami, of course. I'm currently working as an engineer in power electronics, all the way in Wexford, actually.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's far. I studied in UCD. I grew up a couple years in Dublin. Spent half a year in America.
Wow.
I live in Wexford now. My parents live in Newry. I grew up in this place that we're in right now, Dundalk. We just finished the run, actually. How'd you find it?
I found the run amazing.
Yeah.
We got free merch as well.
Yeah, free merch.
Shout out Fairmount.
And Oakberry, yeah.
And Oakberry. Don't.
you guys.
I didn't forget. Don't worry.
What's that? But yeah, no.
Well, yeah, that's
So
sick.
yeah, I think that's a bit about me, anyways, with the background. So I've kind of been here and there, everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's been pretty cool though. Yeah.
How's it being a young Nigerian Irish man growing up in so many different places in Ireland? You've actually
Yeah.
lived in so many different counties compared to majority of us Black Irish.
Yeah. I think because of my experiences, I was the only black person in T1. Yeah, in the school, like, literally across there, which is funny. Everything's coming full circle now. But I think that was the first time I ever really experienced that I was like black and Irish. It was hard to finally like connect with people, because normally you have your Irish friends and your black friends, but you can always have that, how would I say, this pillow or this like landing pad that you can go back to your black and Irish friends. You can relate to them more. So when you're in a moment and everybody's singing Oasis Wonderwall on the bus, and you've never heard of that song before, it pushes you to be like, okay, so like let me learn more about Irish culture, how these guys like think, how they celebrate life, how they just live their own lives.
Yeah.
And it really pushed me towards learning them a bit more. And I thank God for that, because now I feel like I can relate to literally anybody from any background, because I have the experience of immersing myself into that background. That's why I like to travel a lot, bro. I've been to many places. I've been to America, many states. I've been to Dominican Republic, Mexico.
That's crazy.
You know, like the next place I need to go to is Asia and Australia, bro.
Wow.
You know, we'll chill with that, bro.
That's actually one thing I've seen on your social media. Like, you travel a lot.
Yeah.
The last time I was actually looking at flights, I was like, I feel like I've actually been experiencing Ireland a lot more in the past year. Like maybe going to like, you know, Clare, Galway.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to like do a road trip this summer. I probably still will. But I'm seeing that you're going to all these different places. You think younger you would have thought that you would do all this before the age of 25?
You know, younger me wanted to be an astronaut.
Wow.
Yeah. So my mom told me that I should relax. It's a very dangerous thing to be in. So I think I've always wanted to be kind of adventurous, and I really like, even growing up, I loved the games, Uncharted. You know, Sonic. I was a huge fan of Sonic.
Oh,
This
really?
guy was going running around everywhere.
Yeah.
What else did I watch? You know, like the likes of like Pokemon. Always something on an adventure. Digimon as well. Lara Croft. I love those games as well. I like. So I've always been that kind of adventurous person.
Yeah.
And I think younger me wouldn't have expected to be at all these places at this stage, but at some stage you would. But yeah, I think younger me would be very proud of who I am right now, and that's who I do all this for. You know, 12-year-old self. If I went back in time and told him this is all we done, he'd be jumping around the roof, because you wouldn't expect us to have went this far. So yeah, I think so for sure.
Would you say you approach life with a childlike personality at times?
Yeah, you have to. I don't know if anybody here is One Piece fans or whatever, but you're a One Piece fan?
No, I need to lock into anime, guys.
If you're not watching One Piece, you need to lock in.
I need to lock in. I have so much to watch.
But there's an anime that I started watching. My little brother actually put me on. Funny enough.
Shout out Dayo.
Shout out Dami. He's out the camera. But yeah, like it's a very hard one to start.
Yeah.
There's this main character called Luffy, and Luffy is a very like childlike person. And you can see that like he emanates that, and it's why he gets him so far. And it's funny enough, because I feel like I'm the same person as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to not approach life in that way for myself. If I get too serious, then that's when I start going downhill. And you know, when I take life a little bit less serious and care more about the work than the expectations, that's when life really clicks for me. So yeah, I do approach life with a childlike mind, that I can do anything that I can put my mind to, as long as I believe in myself and I keep my faith with God, keep God in the center of my life as much as I can, as well as being that person and that light to everybody else. I feel like it becomes easy that way.
It's a great answer. I think one thing about the Bible, Christian as
yes,
well.
Yes, of course, yeah.
That Jesus tells us that we should approach the faith like with a childlike personality.
Yes,
and
yes.
That we should never take the joy of the children. And I think it's so important because when life starts to happen and life to all of us.
It does, bro.
Remember that little kid. Remember all the dreams and ambitions. You know, the kid, you could feel as if you could do anything.
Of course, bro.
We all want to be pro footballers. We want to be musicians. Some of us want to be astronauts,
rappers,
actors, everything.
Yeah.
And I think we should still believe we can do all those things, especially with God by Himself. One of my favorite verses is Mark chapter 10, verse 26. Jesus says, with man, it's impossible, but with God, anything is possible.
Amen. It's the truth.
I love that so much because the belief to do anything, and also as we're talking about the light, that the Holy Spirit that's within us, we can shine bright and to impact everyone's life in the best way we can, you know? And I love that. And back to the countries that you said you traveled to, what would you say is the best and worst country you traveled to?
The best country I traveled to?
Yeah.
It's Italian, you know. I was born in Nigeria,
yeah.
So I moved to Ireland when I was 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, New York has something on me, man.
Really,
I always tell my guys, like, they're probably watching this and they're shouting, yeah, we knew you was going to say that.
New York, yeah.
New York City in the US. I don't know, the inspiration it gave me just to push, like, a lot of the stuff I'm doing now is because I went to New York.
Wow.
I seen a lot is possible. A lot more was possible. And like the thought of PLYGRND, it came from being around Americans in New York. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
And obviously there's other factors as well, you know, that include that. Like, I've always had that inkling to get people together. But just like the ideas that you see, like, I don't think like, I'll say this in the most humble way possible. I'm freaking genius. Like, I don't think like the normal human does. Do you know what I mean?
I love this boldness, man.
No, it's the truth, because you have to be like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't believe in I remember Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that.
Of course.
He said he's on a pursuit for greatness, bro. I was smiling because I relate to him as well, bro.
Yes.
I want to be the greatest businessman, the greatest events business, one of the greatest content creators. I approach life with everything in that way. New York, if you meet people in New York, the guys that want to be successful there, they believe 1,000 times more than you believe. Do you know what I mean? Like,
wow.
So like, you need to emanate that. That really taught me to do that. You know what I mean? But Nigeria, that taught me to hustle.
Wow.
That taught me to. I've been to Nigeria. Also, I was born there, but since I've been there twice. Once was when my parents got married, and the second time was last December. I went with some of my really good friends, and that's 2. I think 2 of there are actually living there right now, helping their dad with business at the moment. But just to see even like the kids hustle, like the guys that, you know, the poverty that is there is crazy. But to see this, like, they still have a smile on their face and they go about their day hustling. They come to your window, they're asking for bread. Some of them will come up and start rapping to you. They always want to offer you something. There's one thing that they always kept saying: compliments of the season, son.
Compliments of the season.
But that stuck with me, bro. That even makes me happy I want to give you something. Do you know what I mean? So I try to emanate that as well. That's why I love Nigeria, because it's not just because of the partying, but the hustle culture, the liveliness. It's up there the same as New York. But don't get me wrong, there's bad in both places as well. But those places have really inspired me, so that would be the best. When it comes to the worst country I've been to on a holiday, I really enjoy all of them, you know.
Really?
I really enjoy most of them. I don't think I've had a bad experience.
You haven't had about it? Or are you just trying to tone it down for the camera?
No, genuinely, I've enjoyed my time. I'd say the worst place that I've been, bro, I can't, because I've enjoyed every single place. Like,
that's
Portugal,
good, man.
yeah.
And hopefully you don't have a worst place.
No.
Like, that's really good, man.
I haven't had a bad experience anywhere I've traveled, really.
That's really amazing. How many countries have you been to?
Oh, a lot.
See, that's when you know this guy travels. There's money there. You can't even count the countries. I can tell you on one hand.
I've been to a couple, like, I'd say in and around maybe 25, 20.
That's insane.
20,
You're saying that as if it's casual.
Oh, maybe less. I don't know.
That's 5 times the countries I've been to.
No, maybe trips. Maybe I've been on more than 25, 30 trips. But maybe 15, 20 countries.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
Do you have the app where it shows like...
No, I don't. I should get that.
I should get that. Because I feel like it'd be crazy.
Yeah. I'm probably going to come back and correct myself. And there'll probably be like 11.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
Back to what you were saying about New York. The motivation. I've actually heard this a lot. About like how New Yorkers in general, they have this mindset to be great. You hear of like Wall Street and
Yeah.
everybody working, and brokers. You hear of singers and musicians and so many forms of different creative people
Yeah.
just going to LA for one chance with no money at the age of 21, 20, and they have a belief in themselves that they can make it.
Mhm.
And even when everything goes left, they still know that they're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like I was going to travel to America this summer, and I didn't.
Why not?
Obviously, this is something I tell my people there on, but I pursued acting, and yeah, I think you have to sacrifice
Yeah.
some things. Now, like my start of my 20s looking a bit different from yours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're going straight into full-time work, and then I think it's like you kind of know what's going on. I think as soon as I finish, I know a lot of people relate to this. Lost, like very lost.
You know what's funny, right? I don't know when you're gonna post this video. Probably be soon or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is crazy, right? It's the first time I'm announcing it. But I'm an engineer that is going to go away from engineering. I'm not gonna say too much now.
Wow,
but
that's
like
crazy.
I don't think anybody has it figured out. I think you have an idea, but you need to go through many different things. Like I did, the last 2 years I've been an engineer. I realized that there's a lot of opportunities where I can put my skills and everything elsewhere. So I feel like, I know what you're saying. I relate to it as well. As much as you might look at me and think I have it all figured out, I still don't, bro. I'm still figuring it out. I think we all are as young adults. The main thing is that you do know your purpose. Like if I was to ask you, what's your purpose in life? Would you be able to answer that like right away?
I can say I have a greater understanding
Yeah.
of it. Let me even try answer it, and you can give me your own as well. My purpose, I'd say, first and foremost, is to serve my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ with all my heart, mind, soul, spirit, and that can be very, very hard to serve God wholeheartedly because there's a lot of worldly things that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I know I maybe shouldn't be at it, or the way I should carry myself as a Christian. Jesus says in the Bible, if you love me, you obey my commands. And I'm like, she's so fine though. I'm being for real, do you know what I mean? Or, God, maybe I don't want to do this. Like, I just finished a 4-year degree in something that I'd never had a plan to do before. I genuinely thought God was calling me there. I didn't know at that time because I wasn't that close to God.
Yeah.
But as I look back and reflect, I know it was God, 100%. So my purpose is really every single day to cherish my life, to love those around me. There's no greater love for one to sacrifice their life, and that's what Jesus says in John chapter 15. And I just feel like sacrifice and showing up with people, love in action is such a big thing, and I'm trying to do that a lot more.
Right.
We went on a run today, and I'm seeing some of my friends that I'm seeing. I remember my teacher from secondary school there. He hasn't seen me since 2022.
He was at the run.
He was at the run.
That's crazy.
And I'm so amazed. Like, what if you never told me you were going to this? I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
And this is all part of the purpose, the plan. That he's now seeing me 4 years later, where I'm finished a degree. Yes, I didn't maybe go through with the football I said I was going to go on, but I'm here doing something that I love, meeting new people, and I found Jesus. So I feel like I have a great idea. I'm on the right path. So I should just give God all the glory. I know that wasn't really a straightforward answer, but
no, it's a good answer.
Maybe
it's a good answer.
Explain where my mind is at.
Yeah, it's honest. Yeah.
And yourself, your purpose?
Yeah, for me, I actually only recently found out, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last year, I went through a couple of things, I can't lie. It's deeper. We can get into that.
Yeah.
At a later stage. But end of last year, it was a bit rough. And I remember going to I was like, oh, God, like I'm here, but I want to move on. I want to progress. Like, what do you have for me? Whatever. So me and my friends, we went to a eBay entrepreneurship ABNI program. So we went there. We were talking to this very successful man, and he asked my friends and myself, you know, like, what motivates us? Like, is it the passion for the job or is it the money? And more so, we were all like, okay, we're more money motivated than the passion for the job. Then he asked us, like, what do we think our purpose is in life? And the two boys answered, and I froze because nobody had ever really asked me that deep question before, right on the spot. You know what I mean? You see it in interview questions or whatever, and you answer it some way. But, like, I didn't have a clear idea. But then when he asked me, I started to think, okay, what is it? Like, what do I do? What has God put in me that is making sense? You know, to say it in a simple way. And when he came to me, automatically I just went create, lead, and inspire. I feel like that is genuinely my purpose. I feel like that's what God has put in me to do. And just to be that inspiration, because when I was growing up, I didn't have anybody that like me to look at. I'm the oldest sibling. I had to learn a lot by myself.
Yeah.
I thank God for my parents. They're amazing. They've done such a great job. Not just with me, but with my siblings. My siblings are very successful. Like, one's a physio, graduated with 1-1, super smart girl.
Wow.
My little brother, he's currently becoming a physio soon. JD is the youngest. He's doing quite well in secondary school. So my parents done an amazing job. But there's some things that you have to learn by yourself. Or maybe you could learn from an older brother. I didn't have that. I didn't have much examples. I had to go through the hardship by myself. So I want to make sure when I do that, whatever I'm doing it for the person that is behind me.
Wow.
So that when those kids look at myself, they see that they can do anything. They can become an engineer, a business owner, a historian, architect, an actor, a rapper. They can do whatever they want, as long as they put their mind to it and they're serious about it. I'm an engineer that makes food content on the side.
That's crazy.
And sometimes I give advice on TikTok, and I own an events business that does unique social experiences. There's probably somebody out there doing that, but nobody's doing it like the way I'm doing it. And nobody's seeing, like, I never seen that when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So if a kid sees that, then they see that they're not limited. You know what I mean? A lot of current people come over with foreign parents, and the foreign parents say, wow, go and be a doctor. If I study engineering, whatever, I folded.
I come to this all, I folded, bro.
But like, my favorite subjects in school were history and business. Do you know what I mean? Like, those were my only H1s. Wow. Everything else was H2s, and there's one, I think it was 1 or 2 H3s. But like, I still went, I left history and politics, and I didn't touch business as well, because my dad said you don't need to go to college for business, which is true and somewhat or whatever. But I had the energy for that, and I went into engineering. I got 2 engineering degrees still. So if that doesn't show you that you can do whatever you want, so 1 master's and an undergrad, but if that doesn't show you can do whatever you want, as long as you put your mind to it, I don't know what does. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, yeah, my purpose in this life, create, lead, and inspire. And I feel like I'm doing that in all aspects of life right now.
Yes, you definitely are. The sky's the limit. I was actually saying before the camera to Dami that I genuinely could see you achieving 30 under 30 for Forbes.
Yeah, it's in the goal. One of my mates, Agogo, she recently done it, so I'm chasing that.
Yeah, she's doing amazing.
Yeah, she's killing it. She's killing it. Big inspiration.
Come up as well, man. You're genuinely doing your thing. As you said, I think you're the first basically like generation. Like, yeah, there's a couple of people that were like maybe their late 20s or early 30s that maybe were born in Nigeria or Africa, came here. But like, you're basically like the first generation of like babies here, like from the age of like 24 to 27, and like there's not really an example. But I think to remember that he's also there for you to lead.
Man, that's true. That's the truth.
You said you had a wonderful family to help you, so I think, bro, I genuinely can't wait to see everything going on in your life in the future.
Man, bro, thank you, bro. And same to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You're killing it, bro. And this is the start of more amazing things to come.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna come back very successful in a couple of years and talk about this conversation, and hopefully have another one of these conversations again.
Hopefully.
For sure.
Let's talk about your events. So you're an owner of PLYGRND.
Yes.
And those same guys. So
those same guys. Yeah. Yeah.
So can you talk us through firstly what PLYGRND is?
Yeah, PLYGRND is a events group or company business that does unique social experiences. So we wanted to bring young people together again and make them feel young again. There was a lot of nights out that I went in. I also lost myself in the nights out, I can't lie to you. Some nights you go out, I'll be honest, getting a blackout drunk, and you know, like just running around. That's what I say. I try to keep it PG, and it's not the way you want to live your life. No. So I wanted to create an environment that I could bring everybody together. With my business partner Quams, and he's obviously done events before. But we still want it to be lit and live, bro. We don't want to shut it down and make it so mellow. We wanted it to be live, but still everybody could come. If you don't drink, you can still come. If you drink, you can come. If you don't like huge social environments, we still have something for you there. You can still pull up, play a game with your friends or your small group, and then leave if you don't want to be around the whole crowd at the end when everybody's dancing. You know what I mean? Like, so that idea came from just a lot of different things growing up. Like I organized like friends misses back when I was in college. There was one time I organized a pranks
Oh, really?
in somebody else's apartment. Like my own pranks. I told this girl, let's use your own apartment.
Wow.
Because it's much bigger. So I just knew I had that knack for talking to people. I worked in a really amazing job. My little brother works there right now, and with UCD, where I was talking to people every day at the desk. Yeah.
What's the job?
It was, we used the word services assistant.
Okay.
That's the word, right? Yeah, services assistant. So we would basically work as receptionists at the desk for UCD. Not just for, it started off with the account, but then as I kept coming back years after, the business changed. Then it was the whole of UCD, so UCD Estates was the name of the company. And I worked with a contractor, then worked with UCD Estates, and back to the contractor before I moved to my engineering job. But you were talking to everybody. I worked a little bit in the bookings team for one summer as well. So I was always on the phone, always answering emails. Naturally, I just became very good at speaking to people, and I love that. That's the main thing. So to bring all of that all just came together with in the business, playground business. We started off with a little barbecue for those same guys, and I'll talk about those same guys. I actually started as a content group. We were looking at the likes of like the Sidemen and AMP. And me and the boys have been making content for a while. Like shout out to M2O, those it's Moyo and Chico. They used to do a group. They used to do YouTube. My boy Faji used to do YouTube. Obviously, you've been seeing I've been making content for a minute now, since probably like the end of secondary school. Quam's the same. The boys on the pitch side, everything. So we've all, even Kizzy, the guy with the drone today. It's been making content. We've all been making content.
Like, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So we've all been making videos since we were youths, bro. Since we were youths. So I said, let's get together. Obviously, my boy Sean Hill as well. He's killing it. Big inspiration for us as well. So we all come together just before our Christmas dinner 2 years ago. So let's start a content group. Let's see where it goes. At the moment, it's on pause because everybody's in different areas. We're still trying to figure out how we want to move next. But it's exciting. And that's how we started, a barbecue for TSG. We done it. We said, this is amazing, quick hit. So we said, okay, let's do something a bit more fun, bowling. Bowling events, we said, let's actually start a group. Me and Quam said, let's start a group beside that can do events. So Playground X TSG R and Bowl, that was last October. Unbelievable. Like, sold out within 2 weeks.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Huge turnout.
Did you expect that turnout?
No, I got the idea from AMP, Duke Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
Duke Dennis done like a bowling party or whatever. We didn't even know there's other events groups that actually done that. We didn't know them, because we're obviously from Dundalk, we're not really tapped in too much with the Dublin events. So we done it. It was like a huge success, and then we took a break for a while, and we said, you know what? There's a lot of stuff that happened between now and January, but we said we'll come back in January, strong, because we actually wanted to do an event, but there was a lot of complications in November, not just. But with me personally, I'll just say that I was going through a lot. I can't lie to you.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into. But then we said, like I said, I'm a freaking genius when it comes to this thing. Like, I've my birthday party as well. I done a Jersey party, huge turnout. I got people to come all the way from Dublin to Newry. That's not easy.
Not easy at all.
God bless you, love you guys, because that's how my friends are, and just people that show up for me, and that's been a big part of the business as well. And I think that's kind of like pushed me towards even wanting to do it more. January came and we said we have ideas. Like, obviously Jersey parties and bowling has been done before. Let's look for venues that are cool. Nobody has really been there.
That's what I want to get at.
Let's push through.
You guys did a super social.
Yeah.
How'd
you find it?
That's the only event I've been to this year.
Okay, fair.
That says something. That's the only thing, and only other event that I may be thinking of still going is Playground. And I'm not just glazing here to glaze.
You can glaze, bro.
Let me. I really love the event, and I brought my camera, my DJI.
I seen the video. It was sick.
I love filming at places that I'm enjoying myself. And I went. None of my I didn't tell anybody I was going. When they seen the video, they're all like asking, "Why aren't you coming? It's getting really hot now."
Yeah, it is.
Asking like, why didn't we like, invite me this and that? And I was thinking, I don't know. I just went up and I met so many people. Sometimes when I'm in like big social events, I get overstimulated. But it was perfect because when all the dancing was going on, I was just on my own. And I was like, and then I met some people. I was speaking to them. Great conversation. And while obviously everyone's still enjoying themselves. And then there's games. There's pictures. I'm seeing some people that are quote unquote bait. I'm seeing some people I've never seen before. Different mix of people. I'm seeing people like, you're Irish? You live in Ireland? You never expect that. And I'm not a club person. I don't go to the club anymore. I don't really go to the pub. I wouldn't mind it. Like here and there, but I don't drink really, so I wouldn't really go with my
Yeah.
friends, and I'm kind of working on weekends, so I don't kind of busy. So
Yeah.
I think this was something straight after my exams that really gave me like, oh, Ireland, we actually have something.
Yeah, yeah.
We have
yeah.
something for people like me that
Yeah.
are in an I don't know box for things. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
No, I'm super glad that was the case. That's what we aim for, and like we have an event on the 4th of July.
4th of
Grab
July.
the ticket. Go grab your ticket. They're nearly gone.
Forget the USA. PLYGRND Day.
Forget Independence Day. It's all about PLYGRND. But yeah, no, that's the main aim. Like we want people to come together. We want you to meet new people. We want you to see people that are big. We want you to see the people that are low key. We want everybody to just be friends. Like the main thing that I always say to Quams, it has to be like we're at a family function. But like at the same time, it has to be like a networking mixer. You know what I mean? Keep it as professional and premium as we can. Just make sure everybody has a good time. I think we're doing a great job at it. So
You guys are.
I'm so glad that you're honest and you said like you enjoyed it. So.
Yeah, we couldn't have posted it otherwise. Genuinely, like,
That's good, man.
And how is it working with Quams? Can you tell us a bit about your partnership with
Yeah. No, Quams. So me and Quams knew each other since I think I was like 6 years old, 5 years old.
Wow.
So we played football with each other, with a team in my old primary school called Rangers. It's a yellow jersey. So it was super funny. That's actually how I met a lot of my mates. I don't know if you've seen Boomer today, the big guy.
Probably, I remember. Yeah.
So me and Quams met years ago. I remember when I was 6'5", football. But of course we drifted away because we, quit football and moved to a different place, etc., etc. And I moved again to College Manor, where Quams lived literally 2 minutes away from me across the field. So that's actually how I met most of TSG, like the likes of Chico, MB was living around the area as well. A couple of the boys, most of them,
TSG is those same guys, because
I
didn't actually know what it was for once he said it.
Even Faji was mates with Kitan when we were younger, and that's actually how I met Faji, and then me and Faji actually went to the same college, so we reunited again. But it was obviously like friendship over the years, but that's what it was happening. Like it was a reunion of friendships as we grew older and we got closer. And me and Quams, like I wouldn't do it with anybody else. I can't lie to you. I don't think there's anybody else that has like such a similar mindset to me when it comes to running an events group. And the thing with Quams is he was in the events game already, so he was running events in Dundalk. A couple complications happened, you know how these events can get, and hence even why we are really happy with PLYGRND, because it's like that can't happen here, especially with the age limit that we have now. It's a bit more mature, people are a bit switched on more now. So he had the experience, I had some sort of experience, but I had like ideas. When you bring those two together, it's PLYGRND, bro, and it's beautiful. Like, it's amazing. Working with him, a lot of people say don't work with your friends, which I understand, I hear it, but it's like business, straight business when it comes to me and Quams. Like we don't, like even now, like let's say for example somebody hit us up and they're like, oh, there's no more tickets left, can you sort us out? I'm there to tell Quams no, and he's there to tell me no. We keep that kind of strictness and professionalism. So yeah, I think it's very easy when everybody's on the same mindset, and I love it. It's somebody I grew up with. It makes it even more wholesome and more fulfilling.
That's amazing. I hope you guys have a wonderful friendship. That is very
he's
long.
Locked in now. There's nowhere he can go, man.
Yeah, and that's amazing. And in regard to like hosting these events, and being like the people responsible for others, you're used to responsibility and being a leader. Obviously, in Ireland, in a recent event, a tragic event that happened, we lost a young man,
very tragic.
Dami Abagun. He actually went to my university.
Wow, sorry to hear. You guys were close?
No, not necessarily, but like just like a thing where you see other maybe black folks and it's a pop thing. What's up? But he was friends with a lot of my friends. And I think
he actually lived in this town.
He lived in the dock. And so obviously just to highlight this, obviously what measures you like health and safety measures for the communities and for the people would you say you guys like have put in place for the future? So these type of things don't happen, even though they don't happen around you guys, but just
Yeah, no, it really hit close to home. It was such a tragic thing that happened, and when me and Quams are planning the next couple of events, we have our summer plan. We plan way in advance. Well, just to see the effect that it even affected me, that I couldn't sleep a little. Like it was just such a it just shouldn't have happened. You know them ones that it just really rips your gut out.
Yeah.
So for us, we talked for hours. We didn't brush it. Like that's the last thing you should do.
Yeah.
Especially hometown, the way people were mourning. Even my parents knew his parents. It was tough. It was tough. It was a tough one. So what we decided to do was, we said, we're gonna be a bit more strict. We already do it though. We run around the events, just make sure everybody's okay.
You're literally at the door. I see you at
bro.
the door.
You see it at the door. We make sure that nobody's coming in that's looking. You know whatever. So to even talk about the measures that we have in the future, like that age limit is there to avoid young. But again, it's not only young people that make those mistakes.
You still have to have it.
Yeah, exactly. And we're increasing security at our events now, and we are also going to start doing more pat downs within the events before everybody enters as well. It has to be done now. I used to say this to my American friends that Ireland doesn't really do pat downs. If you go to America, they pat you down no matter who you are. And I say Ireland doesn't do it, but now it's a mandatory thing. I think every business should be doing pat downs and checking back. We already check bags and make sure that nobody's bringing in anything silly or extra drink to be downing in the bathroom, etc.
You'd expect people not to be doing that. Just follow the rules.
Yeah, but I understand why people. I did it when I was going to events. I hear.
No, I'm only about the drinks. I'm just like
the weapons and
the
stuff.
weapons, or even coming on Vim and stuff.
Yes,
Can I ask, what would you say is the hardest challenge you've had to face with running Playground?
The hardest challenge, unexpected events.
Unexpected events.
Yeah. So when I say that, it's like we've had so many good ideas, and venues can just come and say, well, no. You know what I mean? For the sake of professionalism, I won't mention names or whatever, but there's been a couple incidents that we've had that we've had such a great plan, everything's ready to go, and venues are literally pulled out like last minute, and we've had to reinvent the wheel.
Why would you say, from your perspective, you think they pull out? You think it's a wrong demographic thing, or
you know what?
You're not.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't want us to ever limit ourselves in that way. At the end of the day, what you provide and what you show should be of value to yourself and the venue. And if the venue doesn't see that, there's nothing else you can really do. Even if you guys have come to an agreement, pay the deposit. If the venue says, "Here's your deposit back. We don't want you guys to run this at this place. We don't think it fit us." At the end of the day, we always say their loss because we are growing at an exponential rate. Yes. We just hit 1,000 followers. I know that might not be huge.
That's massive. Let them know, man.
We just hit 1,000 followers like 2 weeks ago when we posted that promo video.
We'll talk about that in a second. That's a different section. That promo video is ridiculous.
So we are growing at alarming rates. A lot of people are watching, looking what we're gonna do next. If you don't hop on this train now, you're missing out.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've always had that mindset. It won't phase us. We don't get phased anymore. When there's even an incident that happened where a certain group done an event that we were planning to do, and I was just like, oh my days. Like I remember I was texting Kwams. I was like, I can't sleep, bro. We need to do something better. We need to do something better. And I remember Kwams was telling me, relax. Let's just think of something to do next. And we did. You know, like we kept pushing. Now you see Pitch on the 4th of July. You've seen the video. We're not coming to play anymore. Like of course we're coming to play. It's Playground.
Yeah, it's Playground.
But we're playing at a different level now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, that's amazing. And I genuinely can't wait to see what you guys have cooking. That promo video, guys, is ridiculous. If you haven't went to see it, go and watch it. I think it's definitely doing numbers. It should be doing numbers.
Oh yeah, I think
I see that at the start when you post it.
34K on Instagram and 33K on TikTok.
See, those type of things, I'm like, why don't we get a mill? I should be getting a mill and stuff.
Soon though, soon.
Hopefully soon. But honestly, the way Playground has grown, even though we're at the Playground right now, I've been holding that joke in my head for ages.
That's why I say this location would be good.
For ages, yeah. But literally, the sky's the limit. And I can't wait to see what else you have cooking. You said those same guys are on a break at the moment?
Yes, we are, yeah.
And do you think you guys are coming back anytime soon? Or is it just still in the works?
No comments.
No comments. Hey, man.
But it's stuff in the works. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm an interviewer. It's my job.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you can ask any question you like. I don't have to answer them.
You don't have to answer, exactly. Yeah, he's media trained. He's media trained.
Of course, bro.
Can I ask about your most difficult period recently? I'm probably going to say November because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
How did you get through that, and what happened if you comfortable enough to share with the camera?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So there's a couple of things. Like my career was feeling stagnant a bit, and I realized I was very passionate about other things. And what kept happening was I was going through like a lot of different interview phases and whatnot, and during that period, the end of October, end of October, I went through a breakup. My first ever like harsh breakup, where I could actually say, you know, my heart was broken. It hurts. It hurt a lot. I can't lie to you. And it wasn't even, you know, like a lot of breakups happen because of like, I don't know, scandals, cheating, etc. Like really negative stuff. It was actually a very good relationship. You know what I mean? I can't really fault her or anything. It's just that in that time, in that moment, we weren't aligning, and we had different paths to go on, and you know, she called it quits. I respect her for that completely. But it wasn't easy to go through, especially when you're trying to figure out your next step. It's like the whole world is crashing down, and I really just lost myself as well. I got fatter, and I was just not going to the gym as much. Even when I went to the gym, I was doing like really lazy sessions. I said I was trying to lose weight, but I was eating like a pig. I was using the food reviews as like an excuse to why I was getting fat.
Because I be seeing this guy be eating every day. I'm thinking, there's no way you're not feeling it.
No, I was feeling it, bro. I was feeling it. But just we thank God, because just I went to church, and that's something I was always saying I'm too busy. I was just avoiding it because I knew how it would make me feel in that moment in time. Just really sad. Like I went to church, and then they started bawling or whatever, but it really set me back on the right path. And I was like, forget about, I'm always I can get it done by myself. I don't need to rely on anybody. I was even losing a lot of friends, bro. I was beefing people over the silliest things, like just because I was so vulnerable and like so emotional. I'm an emotional person, but I was overly emotional. And even before the breakup, like I could see there was cracks. I think it's also because of the sense of loneliness being so far away in Wexford. I have friends in Wexford, but everybody's here. When you see everybody here enjoying themselves, if you see my family in Newry enjoying themselves without me, it hurts, bro. So it was like every time I went back, the smallest thing could happen, and I'm like, do you not care? Like, well, it was me. It was really me needing to work on myself. But yeah, went to church. You know, I done the healing I needed to do. Read a couple books, read a couple magazines, articles about like, you know, love and loving yourself and pushing yourself forward. And I'm a very smart guy, I think. So I don't dwell on, you know, the hurts too long. And I was going to Dirty December for Nigeria. So I was like, look, now is the time to just live your life, enjoy your holiday, come back, you have a plan for next year, make sure you hit it, hit the ground running, make sure you take it seriously, and you'll move on from the situation. It's only recently that I've actually, you know, I can say that I've actually gotten over my ex. Only recently.
And that takes people years.
Yeah, bro, it takes people a while. But I'm a very, like, I can get over things quite quickly, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, within that period of when we broke up, I can say like a month or two later, I was like, oh, I'm ready to be out there again and stuff. I wasn't, bro. I wasn't. And you learn that very quickly. You learn that very quickly with the way you react. If a small thing happens, you just start doing things that you wouldn't do before when a small thing. But now, like, we thank God, I'm in a good place. I've gotten over it. It's only God, really. It's only God and hard work and focusing. So I used to be so focused on the expectation and what's next. Now I'm focused on current role, what I need to do for now to move forward, you know. And yeah, everything is funny enough. Like literally 2 weeks ago, everything took a 360. Got a new car, one of my dream cars.
Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate you, bro. The first time, like, actually got into something nice for myself, and I was like, oh, this is huge, you know. I also got a new job. I start in.
This guy just everything just flowing testimonies.
I start in August, end of August. So appreciate you, bro. No, it's actually away from engineering. Again, I won't speak too much about what it is.
I'm poking, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's so good. And then PLYGRND is doing amazing. Yeah, like I said, just hit 1,000 followers. You know, the event that we have is about to sell out. I'm so happy. I'm just such a good place. Yeah, and I get to move back to family now with this new job as well. So it's good. God is good, man. Yeah.
I'm really proud of you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
I think just from one human to another, one brother to another, one brother in Christ to another, to hear about some of the darkest times of your life, God bring you out of that situation. How you said you run with the church, you said it a couple of times, and then also how you're like, nobody's gonna come save me in that sense.
Nobody's gonna come
gotta
save
pick
you.
yourself
Ever,
up.
bro. You really gotta dig in and just. And I always used to give harsh advice to people like, bro, like lock in. I actually had to take my own advice. Say, stop being a fool, bro.
Yeah.
You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
It's harder said than
Yes,
done. But you done it.
Exactly.
And you're doing it.
I'm doing
and
it, still
you're
doing
reaping
it,
the
yeah.
words. You know, you're reaping the rewards of what you've done and hard work you said. Like we're 6 months into the year, almost 7.
Yeah.
And you tell me you got a new car, new job, Playground said 1,000 followers. Even a promo video feels like something that maybe 4 years ago you never imagined.
Yeah.
would happen.
Yeah. No, it's huge. Yeah.
I'm never even
Shout out to
talking about
Magnus
your
as
own-
well. Actually,
Magnus,
shout out
yeah.
to Magnus.
Shout out to Magnus. Contact me, thank you. But I haven't even spoken about your own personal content yet, and that shows how much depth you have as a person. That's why I've really been excited to like speak to you guys. You don't understand. I think God has been testing us like with patience because we've actually wanted to do this for ages.
For time,
Something came
bro.
up. I said,
Was it last December?
Like we were speaking in September. You come to the video saying you want to do this in September.
Yeah.
And that really showed me a bit of your personality straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Like I want to do this. You weren't even thinking about any pride. You came to a competition.
bro.
I want to showcase something. Like I like this a bit. I want to try this.
Yeah.
I want to say something. I'm very thankful that you actually chose me to interview. I don't know.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, man,
this is amazing.
This is
like,
a pleasure for me because
Yeah.
I'm learning so much. Like I'm a couple years younger than you, and I'm in a place where you were a couple years ago, and you're still telling me that you still don't always have it figured out, but still things are happening.
Yeah.
You know, the last couple of weeks you just said, like that's the same thing that happened to me. Like I've had dark times, in the last 8 months or something, and then like the sun's shining again.
Yeah.
And I'm still thinking. I said I'm lost a bit, but
Yeah.
in the last week I haven't. I got that part-time acting program, even though I wanted full-time. But God opens doors regardless,
Yeah.
even though it might not be what you want.
Exactly, bro.
I was feeling alone a lot for the last month, and then now I'm not. And you were talking about that with Wexford and stuff. Now I'm not. Like I wouldn't have really been coming to the events and things. I was like, I only lock in and go back to like always and being by yourself. That doesn't always work. You need to be around.
We were created to be around people.
Yes, we were.
I hate when people say lone wolf. Shut up.
Yeah,
Like,
alpha male.
If you're
lock
saying
in.
any lone wolf, alpha male, you need a slap.
Yeah, for real.
You didn't come into this world by yourself.
Yeah.
So why would you go around this world by yourself?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Meet people.
no, I think I'm so blessed, bro. I'm so blessed to have the people I have around me. Even when I offend them, they're still there for
That's
me.
a big one.
Do you know what I mean?
Forgiveness.
Exactly, bro. They really emanate that godly forgiveness as well. Just that open arms, prodigal son type of thing. And I've reconnected with so many people over the last 6 months. I went back apologizing to people I offended last year. I still have some people to
That's a
apologize
big thing.
to, bro.
And
But some people don't do that, bro.
bro, it's
It's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
it's
it's nuts.
genuinely crazy.
It's
Like
nuts.
you think they drop the pride, the ego, and they're like, forget, but I won't forget, so we're not talking again.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in a sense, and I understand that.
Yeah, you don't have
I
to be best
understand
friends again, bro.
But actually forgive with your heart.
Yeah.
That's the essence of being a Christian.
Exactly, bro.
Like Jesus forgives you every single day. We sin every day, but you can't find it in your heart over something petty.
Yeah.
And that's another conversation.
Yeah.
For another day. But I'd love to speak about your own personal content.
Yeah.
So that's obviously how I first seen you online.
One of the food reviews.
Yeah. Like those obviously do amazing. I know you don't only want to be known to be doing food reviews. Like if I think about you at the moment, I don't think about food reviews anymore. We haven't even started speaking about that.
That's good.
And I know that's something like as ambitious you are. You don't want to be known for one thing.
Yeah.
And that's really good. At the start, you see something like that. That's the niche a bit. But now, like it's been 40 minutes we haven't spoke about that. But can you tell me about that? How did you get into the food reviewers? Like obviously you're probably gonna say you like food, but
yeah.
How did it all start?
I've had huge inspirations. Like shout out to Keith Lee. There's another guy called Keen from America. I've seen all these American food reviewers. There's one guy here that he was doing really good. He even opened up his own little food truck called the Buddy Cup. Connor Ryan. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
TikTok.
He gets a lot of slate now, though.
Yeah. I feel like people switch up so quick.
People do, yeah. The internet is a rough place, but hopefully he's doing well now.
Yeah.
There's Nasty 2K.
Yeah.
Big shout out to him. There's other creators that I probably haven't mentioned. That I have a lot of inspirations. I look at. I started TikTok with the day in the lives, but I used to just put music. Jalen Noble from Love Island.
Yeah.
He's with Monet now.
Yeah.
But I thought his vlogs were so cool, so I used to try and do them. I took a little inspiration from a lot of people when it came to content, but food just clicked. and I've always been good with food. Like when I was in college in first year, I was like, I wish that we could go try a new food place every week. I've tried so many different foods from different countries, different cultures. So that kind of pushed me to do the reviews, because a lot of people online were lying, bro. They were lying. They were
just for the money, just for the clout.
And like, don't get me wrong, I do some ads now. You know what I mean? I won't be like fully honest, but I won't lie to you and tell you the food is nice if I don't like it.
We were actually watching like some of your videos, like coming in the car. We heard his ass.
Bro.
We heard like twice.
I done that in an ad, and I was like, bro, I hope they don't flame me. But like, it was ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that it was good. And I tell this to restaurants when it comes to collaborations or ads or like even invites. Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, come invite for the free meal." I'm like, yeah, if I want to do it, I'll do it. But sometimes just be like, I know that food. Sometimes I've been there before. I'm like, yo, no, I won't lie to you. I don't like your food. Like I'm not gonna come and do an invite in a video or even an ad. Thank God nobody that I've tried, I haven't liked has asked me. But if they ask me, I'm not gonna go.
You're not gonna go.
No, because it's important to me. I don't want to be promoting something and then you go and you're like, bro. And I don't mind if you go and you say I didn't like it, but I want to go. Everybody to go and they say, bro, that food was ass, bro. What's this guy talking about? Yeah. No, bro, because that's what I was doing. I was like, I went to restaurants and I was like, this is terrible. Yeah. I need to step up and do this. Let's see what's actually making sense. And that's the most important thing for me when it comes to the importance of the food reviews. So that's what pushed me to do food reviews actually.
And I see you still post it like here and there. Is that like a thing that you want to continue all the time? Like, is it like second nature to you now when you're like, maybe you're in Paris and you posted a food review? I see. It's a passion
of mine because I love food.
Yeah.
I'm a burger like. Yeah. I'm a big guy like.
You ran the 5K today. Don't lie to you.
Still athlete, but like, I love food. I love food. It's always gonna be something that's been a part of my life. I'll never stop doing reviews. I'll never like. I always tell people, even though I'm venturing into other things, because I have a lot to give. Like I'm not just a food reviewer. Like I'm currently an engineer. I will always be an engineer, even if I go to another field or whatever. I still have so much to tell you guys about engineering and how to get into it and how to get through it. So nobody was telling me. I was learning by myself, bro. I
love those days in the life.
You know what I mean? Oh, bro, appreciate it, bro. And there's more to come, like in the last couple of months of it. But like even after I move to the next thing, I want to show you how an engineer survives in this other career and this other path. I'm going to show you how an engineer works on his business. I get everything to me. It's obviously my whole life isn't engineering, but it can always be related to engineering principles, which is why I loved engineering so much and why I went into it in college. So I feel like the sky is but not even the sky, is space. Heavens are the limit for me, bro. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? So, the content right now for me, it's not about the followers. It's not about the money. It's not about the views. It's about fulfilling my purpose. Yeah. Create, make a video, wake up, make that video. Making a video every day on TikTok now. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah. But I've been posting every day since the 9th of January.
We're going to talk about some of the videos you're making.
And then post. If one of the videos is leading or inspiring somebody, it makes sense. If something's about playground, if somebody sees playground and they're inspired or they want to go, it's making sense. I'm bringing somebody to, you know what I mean? So it's always just purpose. Everything has to fulfill the purpose. It has to hit the purpose. Some days you'll see me post and it will just be me talking rubbish. Like one day it was me and Brian on the bus just laughing at us like, come playground.
Yeah. And that's okay. I mean? It's your personal brand.
Exactly. Like people think that you always have to still be on this. Like no. Content is content. Forget about the money, the views, the followers. Make stuff that makes you happy. Yeah. And the purpose is there. That's great. But sometimes it's not there. It's just for the fun of it.
It's for the fun.
You're just having fun.
It's content.
You know what I mean? So that's what I love about content. I can make anything tomorrow and I'll be happy with it.
We generally like we're making it as we're speaking.
Exactly, bro. I mean? And that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Obviously, these conversations we're having, it actually kind of fits that we're having it now compared to like maybe like in the last year because you're posting other videos which. Straight up video and you're speaking to the camera and you're like, I remember this one that stuck out to me like, how are you this age and not going to the gym at least 3-4 times a week? I said, I'm sorry.
You know, one of the girls tried to call me out. She was like, this guy's only been going gym, and I was like, oh my, no, I've been going gym for a minute. Like, don't call me out like this. But no. I think like that's what I want to do, bro. I want you to look at that video and be like, I need to go to the gym tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because nobody was doing that for me, bro. I was getting fat like.
It's tough. It's tough. They're always they're gonna expect a lot of people, a lot of your followers or people that follow you for like the big views, like for like the food reviews. And they see you post this, and it might not do the same. But are so past all the views and the likes.
Oh, bro.
If it has purpose
Beyond it, bro.
and things like that, it's gonna impact someone.
Exactly.
Like Playground, you promote. One person comes out, are there still tickets? That's something.
Yeah.
And I think as content creators or anyone in life that is creative in general, there's so many slumps and bad periods you go through.
Bro.
So,
Lots. Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna ask. How do you deal with the bad times? Maybe the reviews are low, the algorithm's not on your side. You have maybe a creative block. Maybe you don't even experience creative blocks, but how do you deal with it?
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
How do you deal with it?
Oh, it's a tough question. Because, well, no, I deal with it very quickly. Just forget about it, bro.
Just forget
You know about it? No, but be careful with that because a lot of people don't re-strategize. I go back and in my videos, some videos I'll post and I'll be like, I don't really care if it does well, I'm just gonna post it. But if I post a video and I expect it to do, let's say 20k views and it goes 3,000, that hurts.
It happens.
It happens. You look at it and you're like, what the hell did I spend all that time for? You know what I mean? I was making videos when I was doing Day in the Life of Engineering in Houston. I was doing vlogs last 2 years ago when I finished my degree. I remember I made this vlog, it took me like 3 hours to make, bro. I was like, oh, it's gonna pop, it's gonna do Unreal. Guy, don't ask, bro. Don't well, not ask me.
Yeah,
You also have to remember,
standards.
what does 1,000 people, you know, Playground, like the likes of Super Social, we're seeing about 350 people in there. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
So what does 1,000 people look like in a room? Always remind yourself about that. So if you get like 1,000 views, if you get 500 views, that's still a lot of people.
Yeah.
But again, if your content has to do something for like an agency or somebody's looking at you to do a job, and you only do 5k instead of doing like the 15k expected, it hurts. But that's when I said you have to optimize, right? You have to look, okay, I've made videos that I've done 20k before and this video done 2k. What's the difference between this similarity between that video and this video? And how do I bring myself at least to the middle or closer to this 20k video from the 5k? You go back, you look how other creators are doing it. Take inspiration, remake the video and post it again, bro. See how it does. I've done that for one of the videos. One of my videos done like 1,000 views when I posted it. I woke up the next morning, I re-edited it. I made sure that I posted it I exported it at a higher quality. Changed the hook, made it a bit better. Video done 40k the next day.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
I think I really needed to hear that.
Yes, bro. Like, and if you repost it again and it does worse, so be it.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Just leave it. Move on to the next one. Yeah. So that's how I deal with it.
Advice. That's really good advice. I genuinely, personally, really needed that. I feel like, I think I just came back off like a really bad stuff. You understand this from having exams and deleting everything. You come back to social media, you post, and okay, the first 2 to 3 videos for like the next 2 days, they're good because you haven't seen in a while. Oh, he's back to the. After that, algorithm is on your side. I don't know if that's only me, but it's not on my side because I don't have that amount of followers to like. So I go through that period, and I think I was also in a period myself mentally, like lost and stuff. So I was just posting. You could probably see some like just me. I post a bit of rubbish sometimes. Obviously, everything generally.
But you have to have fun with that.
You have to have fun.
Well, this you see people. Another thing, you see people talk about this niche thing. Like, I understand it. Yes, I understand niche. But bro, if you know you have more to give, bro, forget about the niche, bro.
You. I don't run with the niche. I said I'm the niche.
Forget about the niche. You should be a niche. Yes.
Like we're all so different and unique ourselves.
How do you think? Have you seen Moyo from the UK?
It's
big inspiration.
Oh,
how do you think he blew?
Just posting,
whatever being himself, selling his personality. I think in the long run, if you stick with that, that's gonna be bigger than you sticking to a certain niche. But again, there's people that stick to 1 or 2 niches and they blow from that.
I've had my friend Fetty, and I interviewed last on this channel. She told me about like trying to move away sometimes from like the Spanish content that she does, and it does like millions of views and stuff, and it was amazing brand deals and that. But she has so much more to give, and it's hard also because she's scared they might not do the same, this and that. And she's jealous of me because I post, and a lot of my friends be like, don't you want to take it seriously? When I started to want to like take it seriously, I maybe towards the end of last year when I started posting YouTube, I was like, I'm playing the longer game. Cool, I'm not going to get as much time, but I know what I have. I know my personality. I know what I'm worth. I know what I can become. I know what God is, He's changing. I know what I have internally that will be shown externally. And if right now, like, it's not really getting views, that's fine. Like, I'm not bound to what people think of me. I'm seeking God's approval, not the approval of man. Do you know what I mean? And the people in my life that I actually care about. You know? So hearing that advice off you is like, people like even people that aren't even in a position to be telling me about niche. I think there's one guy that was in a position, you know, Mr. Greedy JB.
Yeah. You say to stick to your niche.
He was like, first of all, even with the DJs, like don't use DJI for short form content, and just use like your phone and stuff. And he said it does better. Obviously, different algorithms, different. It can work for some people.
Yeah, the UK is a different market.
UK is a different market.
Content, so.
And he was also like videos like under a minute, bang. We also have different types of videos. You know what I mean? He has a different hook. Everything like that.
Yeah. Mr. Greedy.
Shout out to you, bro. And I had a great conversation with him and his cameraman, Shopper Shalaka, and it was a great day. We done content that day, and he was like, the niche thing is like, keep being yourself.
Yes.
And that's kind of like what I'm getting from the content creators that actually inspire me, like you as well. Like you're one of the content creators that inspire me, because I think it's also because you look like me. You're from a similar place, like you're not from Dublin per se. Outside of Dublin, from Louth, and that's different. I don't like Freddy's from Jordan, but then again she moved away to, so it's like you're like probably one of the only people I look at like, okay, he's like doing stuff in a way that I want to do it. At a level that I want to do it, and he's working. He's doing this. He's doing that. Like you're here today. Tell me you had this. Like the times we cancel is because Dami has stuff to be doing. He's a busy man.
I'm like, for that as well,
no, that's mine, because that showed me like I need to be working more. I shouldn't be just at home doing whatever. So sometimes it's good to be still. But like I'm just talking about how your content inspired me, because I think it's great to give people the flowers while you're still alive. I think we should stop waiting to tell people we love them or show appreciation to people. Like you're doing amazing.
Appreciate you.
And I don't think we get told this enough. The food reviews, I showed my friend that he hasn't been around for a while, and I showed him like this is actually good stuff, and he's very blunt. He liked the videos and stuff.
That's good.
And there's a lot of things that I know you have cooking, and I can't wait to see once again. I'm going to be cooking the whole way.
We're cooking, we have some stuff coming,
But honestly, it's been a pleasure. I feel like we could talk for hours.
We could, bro. There's so much other stuff to talk about.
Deeper stuff. Well, Jeremy, I'm just going to try taking everything you told me. Apply, and I hope everyone that's watching this video, they really go and support Dami. All his socials are going to be in the description.
Hey, no, it's for him first.
Everything is going to be in the description. This is Dami.
Appreciate you, bro.
This is Dami's day, and I can't wait till we do this again, man.
Yes, bro.
Thank you, bro. God bless you.
Thanks for having me, bro. It's been a great conversation.
It has, man. One thing I always do, you can maybe come into this way if you want. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. This is Dayo.
Sit down in the middle.
I'm just gonna hold the mic here. And one thing I always do is I pray to end off the YouTube videos. So we cannot just join hands. That's what I put. I don't know where my mate is going. Probably. Father God, I just want to say thank you for our lives, for this YouTube video. Thank you, Lord, for the chance to have a conversation, for waking us up this morning. So many people went to bed last night and they didn't wake up. Father God, I just want to say thank you, and I pray that you continue to keep us safe, protect us in all things that we do, Lord. They help us to serve you and glorify your name, that you be the name above all names in our lives, that we not lose focus of the goal. Abba, Father, I pray that you protect Dami and his family and Dayo here, Lord, in all their endeavors and everything that they want to do and all their goals. That, Father God, you grant them their heart desires in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
For in Jesus' name I pray, amen. Amen.
Appreciate you, bro. It's a great conversation.
This is great, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.
See you next week.
Thank you, brother. That was amazing.
Sick.
Amazing, bro.